Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Hicks Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, giving live free picks for today's card. And in today's show, we will have picks from Major League Baseball back to the full card, a 15-game card, call it NFL preseason with 3 more. Figuring out those puzzles, and what we tell you about those line moves, they do it again there. Also, we got action from the WNBA. So let's go ahead. What we'll do first is we'll meet the cappers and get right to the pick because we don't mess around on the Tony Morning Show. First, I want you guys to hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. Giving me a lot of picks here, guys. Greatly appreciate it. It really helps us build up our audience. So let's meet the cappers, and we'll get right to the pick. Chris, what's happening?
Oh, not much. Another quiet day for me. Had the Marlins just fade Carrasco there, and apparently the Braves decided to show up yesterday. So 0-1 day there. Kind of quiet day on the home run hit list there. Not many people on it hitting or anything like that. It was a very random, weird day. I mean, you had people like Graham Pauley hitting home runs and things like that, people you wouldn't even look at. But, yeah, so kind of a quiet day. Glad it's back to full schedule here and ready to get to it.
Ready to get to it indeed. Let's say hello to Sean. Sean, what's going on?
I was with you on the Marlins, Chris. I mean, Carrasco, you can't do anything against that guy. And Perez pitched well, so I took the loss there. I ended up with a loss with the Colts plus my 1 there. So did not get it done. And I did end up with a win with Seattle since I got some points there. But, yeah, listen, small day. That's fine. You don't have to rush back. Today I rushed back, though. I got a 3-pack up, but I got like 8 games total on Tony's picks today. But just a 3-pack, how I roll that out. But I like the card today in baseball for sure.
Yep, no doubt about that. And I just want to go back, and we talked about this yesterday. All the line moves lost. they all lost.
And all huge line moves.
Yeah.
Again, just because you got a good number doesn't mean you're going to win. I mean,
right.
+1 to -6 a loser. How does that happen? Not even a outright win and not cover. Nope.
No shot.
I was going through. I didn't see a lot of rigged stuff this morning on Twitter. I gotta check to see how many people thought the games were rigged last night.
Well, many games rigged. It's definitely the preseason when you have a bunch of guys that'll be working in the carpentry industry in about a week or so. So that's what happened. Let's see. El Nino's what's happening now.
Yeah, doing pretty good. Went 1-1 yesterday. Was also on the Marlins. Yeah, unfortunate loss there. Perez was okay. The bullpen gave it up late, and yeah, I mean, I guess as Chris was saying, Braves just decided to show up. I guess they're not going to lose every game, but that looked like a good spot there with that pitching advantage. Anyway, on to today. Yeah, I'm loving this card too. I think there's plenty of value in it, and looking forward to getting into it.
That's right. A lot of games coming up. Yeah, I dropped the one with the Marlins as well. They're going to play a doubleheader tomorrow. I think they got to make up a rainout or something. They got a lot of games to play between each other this series. I think with 5 games they're going to be playing here this weekend. So Atlanta really not getting a whole lot of time off other than that rain delay. So we're going to be out here hitting a doubleheader this weekend. There's a lot of TBD tomorrow for game 2, but I think the early game is when that lady makes her debut as a woman umpire there tomorrow in that one. But let's get to it here. Yeah, it's great to see some starters in the NFL. To me, it makes it a tricky handicap when you have teams with starters facing teams with non-starters. I like it when no starters play because then I can really scale the rosters and look for the quarterbacks. To me, I prefer those. I much prefer that.
I like the backups. That's why it's all about. When I do my game early like that, it's about who I think is coming in. And can I wait? But then you wait and get crazy numbers like this and still end up losing. So I look at that back quarterback rotation to start anyway. That should be number 1, I think, before even the coaches start talking. It's who's your second and third quarterback, because that's who's going to get the bulk of it.
Yeah, and I was hearing some people talk about Daniel Jones. He wasn't going to play. It was just going to be Richardson and then the backups, the 2, 3, and 4 guy. So that's what happened. You got to really go through and look at the quarterback rotation. So don't assume the number 2 is going to play. There's sometimes they're saving that number 2 because your number 1 gets hurt, then you're just your number 2. They're looking at the 3 and 4 guy.
Well, listen, the culture of midseason form, kicking 3 field goals in the first half inside the 20-yard line, so they look like they're going to be a juggernaut this year.
Yeah, and did you see that hit Richardson took? That's what you're scared about in preseason when your offensive line is all screwed up, right? And they missed the edge rusher. How do you miss the edge rusher? That he must have. Oh. I can only imagine what the coach felt. He must have threw up. I hope he didn't have a pregame meal because that would have came out for sure. Seeing something like that, no doubt. All right, let's get to it's the NFL. We got to get started with the NFL. The debut of Shedeur Sanders. He'll be on display today. Browns and Panthers here. Panthers 6.5, total 33. Lions and Falcons. It's Detroit on the road 3.5, total here at 33. I don't believe starters are playing that one. Commanders and Patriots. It is the Patriots 6.5, total 35. Daniel's not playing. Looks like Patriots will play their starters, but I don't know for a series or two. Even the coach didn't know. They asked him. He goes, I don't know how long they're going to play, when they're going to play. There. So that the line is pretty much telling you what's happening here as far as starters goes. Carolina will play their starters again. How long? We don't know. What Burrow just went two series yesterday, right? So that was that. So 2 series is what did he say yesterday? Several, right? So for him, 2 is several. That's what the coach says. Okay, so right, he said they're going to be playing several series. Ended up being 2, right? So let's start with Chris.
I guess if you just score 2 touchdowns, you figure you don't get them out of. What's he going to do?
That's true. That's true.
Okay, so the only one I'm looking at here was I can't get my stat sharp to pull up here. Carolina or Cleveland? Which one is favored in that one?
It's Carolina 6.5.
Oh,
From 2 to 6.5.
Leave that one alone, especially with Shedeur Sanders' debut there. I'm looking at Atlanta, Detroit, Falcons taking on my Lions. From what I read, I don't see a lot of like we talked about with people being in and out, starters in and out there. You look at what these guys have done in the past. I just want to take the under there. If I had to lean anything, as much as I don't like to go against the Lions, I would take 3.5 there with the Falcons in this one. Don't know who's playing. Don't know what's going on there. But you look at their last 10 games, and Detroit is 3-7 against the spread. I know it's regular season, probably doesn't make a whole lot here. I don't bet preseason, but I'll handicap it. I just wait for the real stuff. But I'm going to take the under in that game and take the points with Atlanta.
There you go from Chris. Move on over to Sean.
All right, I'm in on the Browns plus the 2.5, so it's definitely moved based on there was all the quarterbacks injured, and they signed another quarterback. This Sanders, I saw the wackos on ESPN saying, well, they're setting the kid up for failing. I don't know. I thought you're the same channel who said that it was a disgrace he wasn't drafted in the first round. Like this is what rookie quarterbacks do. You get a couple all right, if you're going to be good, here's your chance to shine. If you're a number 1 draft pick, like everyone said you were, except for the NFL, well, you should cover 6.5 points today here versus Carolina. I like the Browns, and I like it more that, you know what, I was down on that kid in Colorado. I thought, it's a bad – I shouldn't say that. It was a bad team. How good could he be? There's not a lot of talent on him. I like the Browns here today in this spot. I like Chris's Lions here. You were embarrassed on opening day there with the Hall of Fame, right? So you want to come back and show a little pride, a little Lion pride, a little pun action there. But, yes, you got a game under your belt. It was a bad game. You don't want 2 bad games. And then you got a problem, preseason or not. I think the Lions win this one here, and the Patriots. Sam Hartman getting a call for the commies. I think this is why I went from 2 to 6, right? Because I got New England at 2.5 early, so it's definitely shot up after that news. But Patriots, right? New regime. You're gonna come in here,
New regime,
change up the culture, right? Isn't that always the new thing there? Give me the Patriots. Still like them at this number. Why not? Let's go.
There we go with Sean. Move on over to El Ninos.
Yeah, not a big preseason guy at all here. So again, better beware. But I was joking with Rod and Ramon yesterday about how the lines moved, and I guess the lines move like that in the preseason game leaves all the value on the dog, right? So as Sean was saying, this line on the Browns moved up to 6.5, but sure you could take the points, but I think why not take a shot on the money line? I mean, it's preseason, and I get it. You can look at the better quarterbacks, the better backups, and all that, but I'm just going to go ahead and take a shot with the Browns on the money line here, and probably end up on the other dogs as well, just for the heck of it. But that's got to be my favorite one of the 3, I guess.
Yeah, from El Ninos. I'm going to go ahead and take the over. This has been a move here at Chris. Bet Chris 34.5. You see 32s, 33s in the marketplace. So there's some sharp money there going over the total there in Cleveland and Carolina. And why not? Because behind Bryce Young or Andy Dalton, Jack Plummer, guys that have experience here, the Browns' backup Tyler Huntley has NFL experience. I don't believe Joe Flacco will even see the field in preseason there. Then Cleveland expected to sit most starters here. Carolina will play a starters for a series or 2. the teams did conduct joint practices. What does that work? That didn't work out too well there in that Indy game. That one went way over the total there. Pickett and Gabriel likely not to play because they're dealing with injuries there. So all you have, two healthy quarterbacks, Shedeur Sanders and Tyler Huntley. I like the over in that one. I'm going to go ahead and take the Falcons plus the points here. Detroit really came out and said they're really not playing anybody in preseason. It's going to be pretty much the scrimmages and the practices, or where they're going to make their evaluation. So when you put that out there, I think it really takes a little bit away from the preseason. I'm not really that impressed with Eleanor Hendon Hooker, the quarterback here for the Lions, at all. Easton Stick, he has some in-game experience here for the Chargers, and he's been in a lot of camps. So I'll take the plus points there. You know, Cousins wants a trade. I don't even think Cousins may even play in this game. So Stick and Jones, that battle between Jones and Stick could be for the number 2 quarterback position, because Cousins already wants to be traded. So I think I'll look at that angle there and take the plus there with the Atlanta Falcons. Although it was 4 earlier, it's come down another half point. That Commanders game, I'm gonna go under the total. Sam Harden not very tall. I mean, that's the issue I have with him. He didn't do very well in the draft. He went undrafted last year, which is strange because he played at Wake Forest, went to Notre Dame. No one drafted him. He just sat in the Commanders camp as a practice squad player last year for Hartman. That's what he was. Hartman was on the Commanders practice squad. And with Jaden Daniels, you're never going to see the field. So I guess this is his chance to shine. But, you know, Josh Johnson, 39 years old, is a backup. How do you like that? He's still in the league there. I just think here, New England Drake May should see limited action. Then it's Joshua Dobbs and Ben Woodridge. Woodridge is a rookie. Commanders defense enters in really good health, and the Patriots receiver health is concerned here for me. I think we're going to see a lot of running plays here, and then we're going to see QB3 and QB4 for the Commanders. I like the under in that one between the Patriots and Washington. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Sports Show. So we'll turn our attention over to Major League Baseball 15-game card for today. So we'll get to it here in just a second, but let's take a look and see if there's any issues here with some of the teams' injuries and whatnot that you see here this time of the year. So let's get ready to roll here in just a second. Let's go ahead and see what we've got ready to go here in Major League Baseball. If there's any changes in any of the starters, or if there's any weather concerns, just going through to see if there's anything late last minute. So far, we're looking at good weather. Bybee in for Cleveland today. I thought it was Joe Cantillo, but it looks like Bybee gets to start for Cleveland today as they take on the White Sox. So Bybee in there today. What else we have here? Oh, so far, no changes. No. Jake Irvin is going here against Kai Wing Tang. Kai Wing Tang was one of the late additions there. The line took a while for that line to come up for Washington and San Francisco. It really wasn't up last night. So it's Irvin and Tang tonight there in the late night game. So let's get to the games here for Major League Baseball. Reds and Pirates. We got the Reds $1.10, total 7.5. We go to Astros and Yankees. Yankees favored $1.09, total 7.5. Athletics and Orioles. Orioles $1.06 here in the coin flip, total 9.5. Angels and Tigers, schoolboy. We're seeing 280s. We're seeing 320s in some places. Big number here, total 7.5. Marlins and Braves. We've got the Marlins $1.26, total 8.5. And we get it started here with Chris.
Yeah, looking at this Houston, New York, I'm going to take Houston there on the money line. Hunter Brown versus Schlitz Malt Liquor there. But yeah, you're going to get a good price there with Astros on that one. So I'll take them on the money line. There's no way to, real good angle in that Angels Detroit game there. I take the under maybe. Angels not really doing well on the road, I suppose. And Scooble, we know he can keep it under control there. So I'll take a lower scoring matchup in that one. Going back to the Marlins to fade the Braves. I think we saw a line movement on that. I feel like that was a little bit like 110 or something last night when I looked at it. Didn't make the side or anything like that. Wasn't going back to that again. But just Marlins, Cabrera over Elder. Elder's got a 6.54 ERA at home. He can get rocked. Right-handed pitcher there. A lot of the lefties do really well against him. So we'll take Marlins on the money line there. Could take the over. I think we could see another high-scoring matchup in this one again today.
There we go here from Chris. Move on over to Sean.
There we go. Okay, sorry. I'm going with solo. We're talking some Colorado Buffalo football. Yeah, I got to say, so the first window here, I got a bunch of these guys in my 3-packers. I'm going to have to – what's the last game in the bracket here?
Last game is the Marlins Braves, 7:15.
Yeah, I've got – most of these are my 3-pack. I can't do nothing. I mean, Tigers, we're going to tell you, take a 150 money line. The other guys are up. I'll give you everything else I got on that. I'll give you my other 7 games today, but my favorites are already listed here, so I gotta be a pass on this one.
All right, there. El Paso from Sean on over to El Ninos.
Yeah, the Tigers opened up closer to -120 on the run line, so I like that better. Now it is getting a little out of control, as Sean was saying. I was gonna go with Tigers team total over, but with the wind blowing in at 11 miles per hour, I think Chris's under is the better play here. I think Scooble does his thing and gets just enough run support for the Tigers to secure the win without too many runs being scored in this one. I like the Marlins. I mean, they opened up -120 and were actually dogs for a minute there overnight, and then wake up, they're back to -120 again. So I guess I'm still on the Marlins, but definitely lost a lot of that value on that one. And there was one more. Yeah, if anything, I may lean the Astros on the first 5 there with a pitching advantage, but I don't know if I can go full game with them. They're starting to play a little better, but still can't fully back them there. And I think I might take a shot with the Orioles here in Sugano over again, and don't know how deep he'll be going in this one.
All right, there from El Nino. Say what I like in these games here. I'm going to go Athletics in this one. Athletics have been hitting the ball pretty well. 311 over their past 5. Baltimore past 6, just $1.93. Again, in his 6 road appearances, ERA 2.82. You look at Sagano, past 9 starts, ERA approaching 7. The bullpen's better form here for the Athletics. Past 24 games, 3.38. For the Orioles, over 6. At this price point, the Athletics 13-8 on the road at this price range, returning plus 6.5 units. I'll look at Athletics there in that one. I'm going to look at with Houston here. Issues here with the Yankees bullpen. They're hitting. Even the starter Schindler, 2 home starts, ERA 5.59. Astros 112 of 12-19 on the road, returning 6.5 units. I got to look at that one at the Houston there. I'm going to take that big price with the Angels. I know it's Scooble, but the Tigers really haven't really impressed me of late. Over their past 26 games, the Angels hitting better. Past 26 games, Angels 246 batting average, Tigers 240 in their past 24. Hendricks, past 9 starts, ERA 3.5. Detroit bullpen over that 25-game span, ERA of 6. Angels, when you get the Angels at plus $2 or greater this year, they've been a dog on the road of $2 or greater 6 times this year. They're 5-1, returning 10 units. So I'll take the Angels in that spot there. And yeah, I'm going to come back with the Marlins here. The Braves won, but I don't see a winning streak in there in this team's lifetime. In the 2025 season, I'll look at Miami in this one. Miami hitting the ball better. Their bullpen's better. I'm not going to back Elder. What's Elder? His past 9 starts, ERA approaching 8. No, thank you there. I can understand that move there. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show as we continue on with baseball. This is your middle block here of games. Guardians, White Sox. We've got the Guardians $1.35, total 8.5. Phillies and the Rangers. Phillies on the road $1.28, total 7.5. Mets and the Brewers. This one's moved a little bit here. Brewers from $1.20 overnight to $1.36, total of 8. Royals and Twins. Twins favored, $1.28, total 8. Cubs and Cardinals. Cubs favored, $1.48, total 8.5. We started off here with Chris.
Yeah, looking at this Cleveland White Sox game there, not a Tanner Bobby fan by any means. I mean, Civale's not a fan either, but I'm going to take White Sox in the first 5 until the bullpen comes in, see how far Civale goes. But just enough to get to Tanner Bobby, get through the first 5 innings there with the White Sox. You're getting plus money on that, so take there. Philly's almost too much to take on the money line for me, but I think there's a better play there with Christopher Sanchez pitching for them. I think he's the go there. Brewers, if we're going to do the Brewers, it has to be a run line at home there against the Mets. I mean, they're just one of the hottest teams in baseball, if not the hottest currently. So I would take the run line with the Brewers, and let's see. don't want to touch the Cubs-Cardinals game. That looks ridiculous. Maybe take an under in that Royals-Twins game there. You got Lugo going, Joe Ryan. If you want to take under first 5, you can get it in and out. You can take under 8.5 in the full game if you want to.
From Chris, on over to Sean.
Yeah, agree there with Chris with the Royals. Although I'd say maybe like first, not just first 5, but just the whole game under with both of these teams. Decent pitchers on the hill, 8.5 there. The Guardians, I guess I would lean to the run line there with Cleveland since they're hot, and the White Sox are not. Nothing really on Phillies Rangers. Brooker would have to be a Ranger. A run line, right? This was 120 yesterday. It's up to 140. That's me. That's like the top of my window there. So if you want to lean at 135, 140, okay. Run line a plus 150 to 160 would be worth a shot there. And the Cubbies, run line for me there. They better get their act together, bro. They might not even make the playoffs, these Cubbies. Beat up McGreevy here. Beat up McGreevy. Run line it there. You get all 9 at bats, plus 110. Cubbies, run line with the resurgent Matthew Boyd career year. Where's he? The Tigers are like him behind Casey Mize. This is like their entire young rotation that never panned out for them to have a good year. Mize, Boyd. Where's Manning? All you need to get Matt Manning to have a good year, and then be their 2016 squad or whatever it was.
Oh my goodness. Yep. They're on other teams. That'll happen to the Skeens and the other and Mizorowski, right? They'll be on their teams.
Who was the other guy on that? They had a couple. It was Turnbull, Spencer Turnbull.
Spencer Turnbull was Scooble part of that mix. He was the only one.
Probably, yeah. They were all.
He was the only one. And he's gone after this. He's gone after next season. The Tigers aren't going to pay him $500 million. I mean, whatever is.
Go to the Pirates. Him and Keens on the Pirates would be a good team.
There you go. On over to Alnitos.
Yeah, you're still going to need some offense to be a good team, but hey, and they'll have good pitching staff. That's a start. I think I like this lot of value on this block here. Speaking of which, a lot of it's gone, but I still think the play is on the White Sox here. Savali's been pitching well, and just think, obviously the Guardians were overpriced to begin with. Now a little bit of a fair price, but I still think the value is on the White Sox here. I like the Phillies as well there with the pitching advantage. Sanchez just a much better starter. Leaning to the under between the Brewers and the Mets. I like the under in the Twins-Royals game a lot better, and what should be a little pitchers duel there with Ryan and Lugo. And Cubs -1 for me there with Boyd over McGreevy. Boyd's having a good season. I think the Cubs are the better team. So all over that one. I like that play a lot. Probably one of my better free picks of the day there.
Yeah, from Al Nino. So I'll tell you what I think here about these games. I'm going to take Philadelphia. Yeah, I like Sanchez. I also like their hitting better than Texas here. Texas has not been good in this spot as a home dog this year. 6-11 as an even money or higher, losing 4.5 units. They have been good against the righties. Philadelphia 23-17 on the road against right-handed starters, returning 3.5 units. I'll take Philly there. I got to take the plus price here with KC. Remember, this is a revamped lineup for Minnesota. I do like Lugo here. Minnesota, their past 6 games hitting .237, but the issue there is their bullpen, ERA near 5 over at home this season. Lugo, his past 10 starts, ERA 2.62. KC bullpen has been sharp on the road. And on the road this year, KC 11-8 on the road against losing teams, returning 4 units. So I'll look at KC here at that plus price. Got to come in with the Brewers here. Mets not hitting .215 over their past 24 games. At the past 24, the Brewers hitting .293. You look at Senga, look at his past 4 starts, ERA over 6. Wow, look at that. Brewers are now 24-8 over their past 32 games, returning 16.5 units against these good bullpens. New York 14-21 on the road, facing a team with a bullpen whip of 1.35 or lower, losing 8 units. I'll look at Milwaukee in that spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony X Morning Show. We'll close out baseball with these final 5 on the block. Here we got Rockies and D-backs. We got the D-backs, 229, total of 9. Rays and Mariners. It is the Mariners, $1.21, total 7.5. Juice at the under. Red Sox and Padres. Look at the compadres here, $1.60, $1.70 in some places. Total sits here at 8. Blue Jays and Dodgers, interesting series this weekend here with hot weather in LA. LA $1.30 here, total 9. Nationals and Giants, we got line now. Wow. The Giants $1.50, $1.64 here, total 8.5. We get to start here with Chris.
Looking at Colorado and Arizona, you got Gomber, Gallen. Both these teams love to hit the other pitcher there, so I think we get up and over that total no problem on that one. And then looking at going the opposite direction in the Rays and the Mariners there, that could be potentially sleep-inducing, at least for the first 5 there. Rasmussen going, not a Luis Castillo fan, but go under 7.5 there on that one. Scherzer and Clayton Kershaw, I think I saw something where this is supposed to be like the last showdown or something, so I guess one of these guys is getting out of here or something. But anyway, yeah, you got both these guys. Both of them can get rocked. We know Max Scherzer can, so we're going to take up and over that. Total of 9 in LA tonight. And then I'm going to take the Padres here. Not on the money line. Probably you have to take them on the run line. It's the only way to get there because 171, what I'm looking at, is ridiculous. So I take the Padres there to beat up on Walker Buehler at home.
Yeah, of course. Last showdown, Chris. This might be a World Series preview. They might meet again in October. You would not like that, would you? All right. Move on over to Sean.
So these guys, September 7th, 2008, these guys face off against each other. Original listed pitchers that day, Greg Maddux versus Randy Johnson. Imagine going to see who the hell are these two guys I got to see afterwards?
Randy Johnson, Mr. Dollar, the $4 favorite every game. Remember that? Remember he was $4 every game, pretty much. I don't know.
I sort of wanted to take the Blue Jays in this spot. If anybody else was pitching for the Blue Jays, I would. But Scherzer's, I can't. That's a pass for me here. Who's pitching for the Giants? Is it that? Is
Wing
it Tang?
Yeah, it's a 2-hyphen guy.
Tang?
Yeah, Tang, the energy drink.
150. I might have to make a play on Jake Irvin there, just on principle. I know the Nats have totally screwed the pooch on my over 72 wins for the year, but Tang. Well, Rod won't be happy for me because it'll be a Gallon day today. But it'll also be an over spot. I mean, this one here, the Rockies just gave him 60 runs or whatever the hell they gave up, goodness. 60 hits, 40 runs.
Yeah, oof.
Yeah. I feel I'm safe if I do a run line and an over here. And last night there was 110. It's up to 120 on a run line. The total's 9. If you do both, I think the worse you split. I mean, if you want to take the Rockies, think they're gonna. I think either way, whatever you do, you'll go 1-1. You might go 2-0, be the best of it, but I'll take a shot with Arizona. Colorado. That is just how the heck you got 3 hits. The other team scores 20 runs. You get 3 hits in the game.
Well, in all fairness, I think 8 or 9 of them came against a positional player in the 9th inning. I think about
it doesn't make a difference, Tony.
I know.
San Diego, give me the run line here. Pavetta run line. I know that some of these guys probably saw Bueller when he was actually a good Bueller, so he's definitely not himself. Shame. I like Bueller a lot. I thought he was Hall of Fame bound. No more. I know Red Sox are hot, but I'd rather do a run line plus 120 there with San Diego. And Seattle, I kind of look at the under a little bit, 7.5.
Yep. And Rockies. I was trying to see if Rockies made any trades during the deadline. It was quiet. Nobody wanted any of their players. That's sad. The Yanks
picked up one of their relievers. He promptly caved up 8 runs or whatever. Maybe not 8 runs. I just want to crank up. I want to crank up Mr. Weskers in the comment section.
That's what I was going to say. They're touting this really great prospect for the second baseman they got. That's all they're touting. Can you imagine being a Colorado fan during the trade deadline? You thought you would have traded half your roster. I thought they'd pull them in. But again, nobody wanted their players. That was the problem. Too many swing and misses, too many bad pitchers. Herman Marquez actually was showing some life here of late. He didn't get moved, but that's it. Over to El Nino's.
Yeah, gonna really agree with a lot of what these guys have said. I'm leaning to that under between Rasmussen and Castillo and the Rays and Mariners. There should be a pretty good pitching matchup. Also on the Padres, I'm taking the -1 there. I got to take my insurance on the money line with the home team. You could get the -1 around -115. I know Chris said -170, but seeing -160s too on that money line. So, there it goes. No, that's the first one. Yeah. Seeing some minus 160, so definitely shop around on that line. Minus 115 seems like a fair price on the -1 there with the home team. Also like I actually think Scherzer and Kershaw have been pitching pretty well, so that's one I will kind of disagree on, but I'll just stick to the first 5 there. Under 5, I think, is a pretty fair price to stay under, and again, not going to fully trust these bullpens just yet. So just first 5 under in that one for me, and I agree, just overpriced here than the Giants with Tang, and I know just going to take a little shot with the Nationals, and I agree, leaning to the over there with the wind blowing out about 11 miles an hour. And I'm going to disagree with the Diamondbacks there. I just think they're way overpriced. I don't know how you can get a team that's 54-61, a pitcher with a 5.5 almost ERA, and you're laying almost 2.5 to 1 on you. Yeah, I just can't get there. So I got to just take a shot with these nasty Rockies. I know they've been horrible this season, but just got to take a shot on them, just on principle, just based on. I mean, I just don't want to lay that number with the Diamondbacks. That's where I'm at on that one. And I do agree we could see a lot of runs in this one, though. So leaning the over in that one as well.
Yeah, from Al Nino. See, I was going to look Arizona run line, but now it's juiced to 20 cents. So no way there. No, it was even money last night. No way there. I'll take under Tampa and Seattle. Agree there. Could be sleep inducing with Rasmussen. Show me that good outing there. You can't mess around. We can't mess around anymore. You can't play the baby game with Rasmussen. There's there's not a possibility you're going to miss the playoffs. You got to make the playoffs to do load management. So it doesn't look like that worked very well trying to load manage Rasmussen. Rasmussen's sharp right now. I'll take the under in that one. Let me see the plus there on it. Let me see the run. See, sometimes these run lines move overnight. I was gonna go run line Padres, and that's plus 125 plus one. Okay, I'll do run line Padres here. Pavetta's numbers have just been sick right now. You look at what he's doing. His past 5 starts, ERA of 1.14. I'll look at them in this spot against these really good teams with a 5.40, 620 win percentage. The Padres 10-5 with run line at home, and that's usually the Padres. They play up to the competition, play down to bad competition. That's kind of been their history. I've seen it many times. They'll beat the Dodgers in a series and then lose a series to the Rockies the next series. I like the over in Blue Jays Dodgers. Hot weather, wind blowing out. The Blue Jays bullpen is terrible. Dodgers bullpen has blown leads. Dodgers 18-10 the over and home against winning teams. I'll go over in that one. Boston and LA in that one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Six Morning Show as we'll turn our attention over to the W. I think Chris will carry this series. Mystics and the Lynx. We got the Lynx 10.5, total 156.5. Liberty and Wings. We got the Liberty 8.5, total 174. Close out with Storm and Aces. Aces played a lot this week. Aces, a pick 'em, total 163. Over to Chris.
Yeah, I'll give you one here. You maybe want to check out that 2-3 zone video for the guys that do it way better than me on this. But I always go to the Minnesota. I like Minnesota teams. Of course, Timberwolves, one of my favorite teams. So I go with the Lynx on this one. Washington, Minnesota. Here we're gonna take. I'm gonna take over. You look at what Minnesota's been doing the last 5 games. They're 5-0 to the over there. So I think we get up and over that 156.5, depending on where you can get it. So that'd be my only one there, but definitely go check out those videos from those guys that cover that way better than I do.
Yep, check out the 2-3 zone there. We got it up there, guys. Real popular video, really deep in depth with the with Ramon. You know it's going to be deep and in depth. It's like check it out there on the 2-3 zone. They're up there on the show on the YouTube. A lot of great content up there on the YouTube channel. Get a lot of deep in-depth coverage there from the WNBA with the picks. You guys love it. I see a lot of comments there from the guys, so check it out. Also, check out Rod's CFL video. Rod covered the CFL. He did a complete, Week 10 preview of all the games, so that's up on the Tony Six YouTube channel. So check that out if you would. All right, now it's time for our Parlay Purple segment where our cappers give out a parlay, team player prop, game of the future. They make the call on this one. We start with Chris.
We're going to take some overs. We'll take Braves, Miami over 8. We'll take Toronto, LA over. We'll go Colorado, Arizona over. A little 3-teamer over there. Should see a lot of runs tonight, Friday night baseball here. And then your sleeper home run prop of the day is going to be a guy from the Rockies. I had to figure out how to say his name here. First name is Warming Barnable.
Warming Burnell, yeah.
Burnell, yeah. This guy, man, I tell you what, I've cashed with him a couple times. He's a sleeper. He's in a really good spot today. You can take him for an RBI. It's plus 205. He's in a really good place in the lineup. But you're getting plus 750 right now with him as a home run. He matches up really good against Gallen, so we'll take that guy, man. He's been surprising on the home runs when he's come through. So like that guy.
We go with Chris. Move on over to Sean.
I'll go to Al. I'm putting him in the chat. Go to Al first, and then I'll come back to me.
Let's go on over to El Ninos.
Yeah, I'll take the under in the Twins Royals game. I'll go with the Cubs -1, and I'll take the Padres -1.
There we got the -1s from El Ninos there. All right. There we go. We move back over to Sean.
All right, we got a 3-pack again, one at a time. They're in the chat as well, so everybody can see them and they come back and enjoy them. 71-49 plus 28.05. The Royals a big winner the other day when nobody said the Royals would beat the Red Sox.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Vegas, Al. Where are you? Got to come in. I came in just I was getting my arugula salad and I had to come in to throw out yesterday. Cubbies run line. It's run line money tonight for you. No -1s for me. I'm going for the bigger money there. One line plus 110 for the Cubbies. D-backs and Mr. Gallen. Look at that. I'll lay a -110 with the guy with the 6 ERA. I'm silly like that. And give me the Padres plus 120 run line. Triple run line play day. Head them individually, folks. Individually.
Yeah, I like those. And remember, Gallen is on an expiring contract. He made $14 million a year. Will he get that? Will he get more or less or the same next year? We'll see. Baseball's a funny game, but Gallen has to make a push. If he wants double digits in millions, Sean, he's got to make a push here at the end.
Hey, he's going to get his 15, 20 million. That's just the going rate for a guy. I mean, he had a crap year, which is, again, I think you got to look at it as, is he hurt? Is there something else wrong? Like, how do you just have a terrible year? Although we see guys kind of fall off a cliff. Maybe the innings caught up with him, and it is what it is for him. He had a bunch of starts. He's 30, but he used to talk, I shouldn't even say that. He's gotten 200 innings once in his life. So who knows? Maybe just a bad year. It happens.
You start with the Marlins, right? He was in a trade. I want to say a res for a Gallen.
He was in one of the big. Who was it in? I think James Chisholm was in that trade. I think it was back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a massive trade because I know Gallen was a really good prospect with the Marlins when he broke in. I was following him, and he was with the Marlins just half a season in 2019. Half a season. Wow.
Yeah, we got 2019. Yeah. He was good. Numbers, they're not bad.
No, this is his first bad year. I mean, he had a bad year there in 2021.
Yeah, but you look at that though, that season. I mean, he had pitched 12 games. His rookie year he had 15 starts, and he had 12 starts. He had more innings pitched in 2021 than his entire career. So you're going to tire out and be bad. Then he had a nice good years, and then this year's just a bad year. I don't know if is he something bothers? He got an arm problem, or is it just a bad year? Could be just a bad year. We see guys have a bad year.
It's weird. They gave Brandon Pfaadt the big contract, and they only gave a 1-year contract to Gallen. I got interested to know what went on in that contract negotiations. Why somebody with his caliber signed a 1-year, $13.5 million contract in January 2025? Wow, that's a long time, right?
Yeah, but you know what? He's 30. They saw what happened to Jordan Montgomery, and they're probably thinking, you know what?
Oh, yeah, they got screwed. They called that the worst.
Better safe than sorry here, I mean, at least P. Fatty's, 24? I mean, he's definitely younger.
They lost
him. Actually, he's 26, that kid. He's got a 5 ERA this year, too, so.
I know, right? They don't
get
it
problem.
Right. They don't get it right.
That's a problem.
They don't get it right? They really don't. Montgomery trade. The owner took responsibility. Said the worst move he made in his life. So I got to give him credit for taking the move. For taking the bullet there. Mine will be the Falcons plus the points with the Athletics and the Guardians. All right, we got you through that. Now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony's Picks right now. Head into a weekend of a lot of NFL preseason, just 3 games in. We still have another 13 to go here for the week 1 preseason. So lots going on over at Tony's Picks. If you click the link in the description, you'll get on over. You'll be able to head on over to our site, see what we got for sale here with documented records showcasing all of our top performers and more. Let's see what Chris has got for sale over at Tony's Picks for today's card. What you got, Chris?
Hi guys, got you a 3-pack in baseball today. Best bet 2 premiums there. Buy one or the other. Best bet is in there today. With that, I'm loving the card, so I love the 3 plays that I've got in there for you guys today. Trying to bounce back after this week. It's been really slow, really kind of down this week. So yeah, if you hop on the Super One Capper, you don't have to put me with anybody. You can put 2 people that are on the leaderboard together. There's some people that do WNBA. There's people that are already doing preseason football, things of that nature. But yeah, put 2 people to work for you. It makes a lot of sense in that. If you want to hop on something, everybody likes the weekend pass here. We could get hot this weekend. A lot of great action. I love the card this weekend. Looked at everything here. So hop on something 3-day if you want to. And we'll get you all the late steam. We're starting to see a lot of TBDs here as we head further into this baseball season. So we can get you that information. And then, yeah, use the promo code, 20T checkout, save it to 15%. And let's just try to bounce back. I don't stay down for long, so shouldn't take too much here.
That's right, guys. Got with Chris over at Tony's Pick. You see his 3 packs, his best bet on the board right now. Long-term subscriptions the way to go as well. So get on board with Chris over at Tony'sPicks.com. Remember the promo code TonyT will save you that 15% off. All right, let's see what's rolling over at Tony's Picks. See what Sean's got for sale right now. Sean's put together an impressive year in 2025, over 3,000 units of profit. These are all based on $100 unit weight sizes. What you got for sale, Sean?
I get a 3-pack up. Like I said, it was some of the early action there. So you want to get the 3B? Go get the 3B. The 3-pack is available. You see the number for the year for baseball. It's a nice little run to get us into the plus here the last month. Keep it going. NFL. What are we? 2-1 or whatever. 2-1 with the preseason so far. It is what it is. Again, like Chris said, the 2-for-1 capper packages are great. Especially, I think, all right, people are like the WNBA. Wait till like September, October for the 2-for-1s. That I think is probably the best time with NBA and hockey and stuff going on. When then you get the footballs. Because me personally, throw me in that one because I'm not going to give you a lot in the other 2 sports. But football, you'll be loaded up. More the merrier for you in the football. But what am I going to say? Just we got a leaderboard to see how people do. Get on board with somebody.
And on board with Sean. A lot of sports overlapping here. We're coming in with the NFL, college football in the month of August. In baseball, we got 2 months of full baseball coverage here. So lots going on for that 1 month pass. So you can consider that with Sean, because we'll be in action in baseball, NFL. Of course, week 1, week 0, college football is in August. So you're there. You got that covered as well as all the preseason action. So got on with Sean over at Tony's Picks. Remember, all of the 1-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit amount purchased. We'll be right back to your account for site credits. That's profit guaranteed. Get on board with Sean over at Tony's Picks. All right, let's see what's up. Al Nino's has for sale today over at Tony's Picks. Al, what you got rolling today?
Yeah, I got a 3-pack up there for now. Gonna get there with my grand slam of the day, but so far just a 3-pack. If you want to grab that right now or wait for the play of the day to come out, you can do that. But again, your best way to go is always getting those long-term or 2-for-1 capper passes. Make sure you get all the plays that way, and including the steam plays, getting emailed right to you.
Al Nino's like those steam plays, likes the late plays. There, Al Nino's buzz 3-pack up there now. They're available for you, so get on board with Al Nino's over at Tony's Picks. Long-term subscriptions also available. I will tell you that long-term subscriptions here, our member plays are in by 11 a.m. Eastern time, but then we continue to handicap throughout the betting cycle, looking for those late winners. And for our long-term subscribers, we can put in plays in the system between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time. Those plays are emailed right to your inbox using the email you use when you sign up for the service. Late steam feature, exclusive pretty much here to Tony'sPicks.com. I don't see it anywhere else. A great feature there when you pick up the long-term subscriptions. All right. Over at Tony's Picks today, I've got a best bet on the board. Having a great year in Major League Baseball this year. I think number 2 on the leaderboard for the year in baseball. I have a best bet, also a 3-pack. So 4 premiums for me today over at Tony's Picks. And, of course, you can match it up with your favorite capper with a multi-capper, 2-for-1 capper promotion. And go ahead and get signed up. Remember the promo code TonyT at checkout. We'll save you that 15% off. All right, guys. So with you here on the Tony Tomorrow Show every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe button. We greatly appreciate that. It really helps us build up our audience. And, of course, we have a lot going on over at Tony's Picks YouTube channel. When you head on to it, just check it out. Hit the search tab. And over there on the Tony's YouTube channel, you'll be able to find you'll be able to find a lot of content from us. Hit the live tab. You see a replay of our live show here when you go to the live tab. Also, a members feature for you guys. So you can get exclusive access to my early videos, as well as a way to support us for the work that we put into the videos channel here. Happy hour. Rod comes in here 5 p.m. So we're seeing this happy hour pick up. We got 5 guests here yesterday. Ron Crawford wasn't even there. So check it out there on the happy hour, 5 p.m. Eastern time. If you want to see the replay of that show or any time the show, you can check it out there on the happy hour there. So great content. Rod hosting that. Hit the video tab. A lot more on-demand content. Al Nino is looking for his dogs. Chris with the home run videos. Of course, I do the deep dives here for Major League Baseball. Check those out. Or you can also hit the deep dive there on the MLB. NFL up there for you right now. 2-3 zone. We got Justin and Ramon in there in the 2-3 zone, hammering this WNBA card. It's been a very popular video for us here over at Tony's Picks, so check it out. Rod's got the CFL report for you guys, coverage from the CFL for the entire week. So check that out. Keep an eye for Ron Crawford's KBO as well up on the channel. And if you hit the shorts tab, even more content there as we get El Nino's -1 there on the shorts. So check it out on the YouTube channel. Lots of great content there that we deliver from our cappers deliver as well here on the channel. And of course, our live shows as well. We'll let the guys talk more about the content. Of course, Chris, you got that home run prop video, very popular feature over at Tony's Picks YouTube.
Yeah, it's been quite a couple of days, but yesterday was a short card, so like I said, it was just gonna hit that way. But I got 5 out there today. Those are the lineups that I had last night. I'll put some more out today, be updating the comments to be looking for those as well. We have hit some from the comments recently. You can always comment as well if I've got time. Like I said, I don't mind to look somebody up for you to make sure it's a good bet for you as well. I've had a lot of people ask about James Wood. I'll give you a little insight on James Wood. He hadn't hit a home run in regular season since July 10th. There have been 54,000 bets placed on James Wood, and he's lost over $479,000 betting James Wood. So maybe stay away from that guy. He's not gonna hit the home run hit list anytime soon. So just giving that out because I had a bunch ask about him yesterday. So just a little insight there. But I try to get you the best matchups, pitcher weak spots. Those are a big thing. So we're just gonna keep putting that out. I appreciate everybody's comments, everybody's support for that, and we'll just keep trying to get you guys some winners.
Well, how's Rowdy doing in Texas? I see that he shortened his swing and got the game-winning base hit. He's not going for the home run. I guess he wants to stay in baseball, right? He got the game-winning base hit against the Yankees.
I think they're just trying to put him in there for some RBIs and game-winning stuff. He's not going as much as I'd like him to go. I really like him a lot. Of course, he's one of my favorite just underdog guys that I root for. Another guy that I'm really big on right now is from the White Sox, Colson Montgomery. That kid's been hot, so we're watching him. But yeah, Warming, who knew? You know what I mean? Like he's now plus 800. I just checked the numbers there, so Warming's going up. He's warming up, so hop on him today. But yeah, a lot of I don't know. I was hoping for more from Rowdy, but I think they just put him in and tell him to hit an RBI or something. So you can get some money with that with Rowdy, but we love him.
Yep, of course, Sean here on the morning. You think Gallen's going to get a double his salary with the Yankees? 5 years,
Oh yeah,
$30 million a year. Well, that's 30. What does that math work out? $35 million a year. Wow, you're gonna kill twice the money he's making.
Sean doesn't mind spending Yankees money.
Come on, that's because you see what Mr. Wester's is saying.
Take the one out of there. That's more like it. He'll get money. Are you kidding me? He's a pitcher. That's he's gonna be what, 31? So it's gonna be 5 years. He's gonna want that extra year. He'll probably get a 4-year deal from somebody though. Come on, why is that shocking that people think he's gonna get a 100-something, close to $20 million a year? He's gonna get $20 million a year. That's close.
He's not Lance Lynn.
That's close to the $35 million a year.
Yeah, I know. I'm just throwing out a crazy number to stir the pot with that guy. I like Mr. Westers, but he's Homer Yankee syndrome over there.
That's right.
You're telling me 4 years, $100 million is out of the question for that guy?
3 years, $30 million.
90? 3 for 30? You think he's getting $10 million a year?
Yeah, with those numbers.
Yeah. Sure. Lance Lynn's turning down $8 million for 2 months, but this guy's not going to get $20 million for a full season. He's 8 years younger than the guy. Come on. Really? I mean, come on. Yeah, OMG for sure. Lance Lynn turned down $8 million for 2 months of work, and this guy is 8 years younger than him, or 7 years younger.
It's not. It's actually. It's what do you call that when you? It's not a weird. It's what they call. What do they call that when they do the math to adjust it? It's an
AAV or whatever. Average.
Yeah. Average. Yeah.
Nonsense. Yeah.
But yeah, he won't work for less than $8 million a year. He's not getting. Like I said, he's got a lot of money in the bank.
Yeah, he's got nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
But
Bananas.
we'll see what happens with Gallen.
That's right. Stroman's still out there. Oh, they can't claim him back. They let him go, right? El Nino's, you got the dogs up there. And you're also good for those -1s.
Yeah, I got my 3 dogs. I know I gave some out. If you want to check my favorite 3, go check them out. And again, gave out a couple -1s as well. But if you want to see the one I picked out from my video, go check that one. It's there too on the short. Won't take too much time out of your day.
That's right. Check it out. A lot of great content over on the YouTube channel. I was just checking to see if Rich Hill's still with the Royals. Was that a short stint or is he on the bullpen? Let's see. Where is he? Is he still in there? I don't see. Oh, where's Rich Hill?
Oh, Hill.
He's gone that fast? It was a short stint. Let me do a search for Rich Hill.
Is
where is that Rich Hill? Ninos? I don't see him on the
free agency.
Alex free agency. They let him go.
He sounds like he decided to go free agent.
Oh, the Yanks got to pick him up. He's ever pitched for the
Rich
Yankees.
Hill?
The Yankees got to pick him up for September.
They DFA'd him.
I think he did it to himself. It sounds like Hill elected free agency on Friday.
Yeah, 9 days ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Looks
Rich
like
Hill
what it says,
leaves
yeah.
Royals contract to pursue MLB record with
DFA.
another. Oh, come on, Hill. What are you doing, you clown? Really? You're going to do that? You're a clown, dude. You're a
People
clown.
betting on themselves, I guess.
I mean, come on. You're going to leave Major League Baseball just to break a record to be on a record team? That's BS, bro. Come on.
That's exactly what he did. Then he'll be in the Hall of Fame.
Oh my God, that's ridiculous, bro. I mean I lost a lot of respect for this guy. You're on a Major League Baseball team, okay? All right, don't just play games. Say I'm leaving this contract because I want to be picked up by another team and break a record. Come on. I hope no one signs up for that. I just hope nobody signs up. That's ridiculous. And this is a team in need of pitching, and you do that to them. And they signed you. You played in the minors. You got promoted. You got starts, and you do that to them. That's BS, bro. That's total BS. You know, I mean, I know it's a record. It's funny, but I just think it's unprofessional to do something like that, especially to the game. You know, walking away from baseball, a team that gave you no one wanted to give you a contract. And yeah, I agree. You had to sit in the minors for a while, but geez, come on.
Maybe he doesn't like his family. He just wants to be away all the time.
That may be the case, right? Or maybe maybe he's recently divorced and has to make a second in lifetime income. You know, because you have two careers before and after marriage. So maybe this is career 2.
Yeah.
You never know about the personal stuff going on behind the scenes. You know.
Mr. Weskers. All right. I guess I can only talk about the Giants and Jets signing players then, right? Can we do that? Are we going to go that route?
Maybe so. All right, guys, we're with you here.
I think Mr. Weskers is Mr. Numbers. That's a Mr. Numbers comment there.
Wow.
I think that I joked that they're the same person with the Misters. I think they're absolutely the same person now. There you go, Mister. How about that? I'm going to put that on the atmosphere. That'll be on the universe for you.
You can have 2 YouTube per cell number. You can have 2 YouTube accounts per cell number.
Never seen them comment at the same time. Never seen them comment at the same time. And a line like that, that's his kind of line. Oh, you're not even from. You can't compliment on the Yankees.
Till 18. There you go. All right, guys, that'll do it for the show today. We're back tomorrow, and stay tuned for the happy hour here live at 5 p.m. Each time with Rod hosting, and many of the Cappers will join him there on the show. Any last closing comments before we close it out?
Just make it a winning day, guys.
All right, make it a winning day.
Bet everything you own in NBA in NFL preseason. It's the only way to make money.
Season, you seen it. That's right. All right, guys, gonna wake up. Bye, guys. Making a winning day. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony